How can we tell if an ideology or belief is satanic? One of the simplest ways is to observe how it instructs its followers to treat the most vulnerable members of society, such as babies and children. In this regard, let's examine the moral example of the Islamic prophet Muhammad and his son-in-law Ali. This story is based on Sahih al-Bukhari, number 4350. During the raid of Khaybar, Prophet Muhammad sent his son-in-law Ali to collect his share of the booty, known as khumus. According to the Quran Surah Al-Anfal, verse 41, 1/5 of the booty belongs to Prophet Muhammad and Allah.
Ali, please go meet Khalid ibn Walid. Collect my share of the booty and bring it to my house. Make sure you choose the best items for me, okay?
Yes, Rasulullah.
Ali met Khalid ibn Walid to arrange the Prophet's share of the booty.
I choose the best of the share for the Prophet. Take a look at them yourself. They are the best-looking ones.
Yes, indeed. Alhamdulillah.
Then Ali took the most beautiful slave girl among the prisoners to a secluded area and had intercourse with her.
What is he doing?
After that, he took a bath. A companion of the Prophet named Buraida became really angry when he found out about this.
Khalid, did you see that? Ali slept with her even though she belongs to the Prophet. He didn't perform istibra either. He just did it to her immediately. How could he?
We have to tell Rasulullah about this.
They both met with Prophet Muhammad in his tent.
Ya Rasulullah, Ali slept with a slave girl who is part of your khumus. He didn't wait for the istibra either. He cheated you out of your share.
Oh, Buraida, what's the problem? Are you upset with Ali because of that?
Yes, of course.
Why do you hate him? He deserves more than that from the khumus.
In this disturbing hadith, Ali rapes a slave girl, and Prophet Muhammad says he is entitled to it. There are two reasons for Buraida's anger. First, Ali took a slave girl from the khumus, which belongs to Prophet Muhammad. Second, Ali had sex with a slave girl without the istibra. Istibra is one menstrual period of sexual abstinence for a female slave when she is captured or changes ownership. This is to ensure that there is no confusion on paternity. Note that Buraida is more concerned with the lack of proper istibra than with the sexual abuse of a young girl. Who else doesn't care about what Ali did to this child? Prophet Muhammad did not care. In fact, he approved of what Ali did to the young girl since he did the same thing to Aisha. None of his companions cared either, nor did the entire Muslim Ummah.
Who cares about that girl? The important thing is that Ali can satisfy his needs. This is what jihad is all about and why Muslims are eager to engage in it.
This passage is part of Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani's commentary in Fath al-Bari on Sahih al-Bukhari 4350, addressing the incident where Buraida initially disapproved of Ali's actions with a slave girl from the khumus during the raid of Khaybar. Ali was blamed for having intercourse with the slave girl without the istibra, and also for the share of the khumus that he took for himself. Now the first issue, it is understood that she was a virgin and prepubescent, and thus Ali deemed that someone like her does not require istibra, in accordance with the practice of many Sahaba before him.
You see, guys, this was the habit of the Sahaba at that time. It was common practice for Prophet Muhammad's companions to violate prepubescent slave girls. They preferred young girls to adult women because they didn't have to wait a month for istibra. For 14 centuries, Muslims uphold this type of men who are driven by the need to satisfy their desires, regardless of the well-being of young girls.
The Risala is a famous treatise of Maliki fiqh, or jurisprudence. It says the same, i.e. virgin woman, including virgin minor girls, don't need any waiting period and can be used immediately. Istibra is observed in the case of a slave girl who changes ownership. It is one menstruation. Ownership changes by selling, giving away, capture, or any other way. If the woman menstruates after being in the possession of the new master, i.e. she was a minor girl, before he has bought her, then she does not have to observe an istibra if she has not gone out. The istibra for a child when she is sold is 3 months as it is for a woman who no longer menstruates. There is no istibra for a woman who has never had intercourse. Now pay attention to this sentence. The istibra for a child when she is sold. This raises a troubling question. According to Sharia law, how young could a girl be to be sold in the slave market? Let's examine the explanation from Imam Abdullah ibn Abi Zayd al-Qayrawani in his Maliki fiqh book. A slave mother and her baby could be separated and sold at the slave market once the baby got her first 2 teeth, which usually happened when she was between 6 months and a year old. In practice, this meant that a mother could be forced to watch her baby, sometimes only 6 months old, be torn from her arms and sold in the marketplace. Then, the baby would be subjected to the whims of a new owner. Not even the slave mothers of the owner's children were spared. They were separated from their children and sold in slave markets. Sunan ibn Majah number 2517. Jabir bin Abdullah said,
"We used to sell our slave women with whom we had intercourse, and the slave mothers of our children, Ummahat Awladina, when the Prophet was still living among us, and we did not see anything wrong with that."
After being used for a period of time, these women were sold at the slave market. Slave mothers were separated from their children. This was a common practice in Islam during the time of Prophet Muhammad. A contemporary Christian Byzantine witness from the Muslim conquest of the Levant, 634 to 641 AD, lamented that the Muslims destroyed Christian communities. They take the wife away from her husband and slay him like a sheep. They throw the babe from her mother and drive her into slavery. The child calls out from the ground and the mother hears, yet what is she to do? And so it is trampled under the feet of the horses, camels, and infantry. They separate the children from the mother, like the soul from within the body, and she watches as they divide her loved ones from off her lap. 2 of them go to 2 owners, herself to another. Her children cry out in lament, their eyes hot with tears. She turns to her loved ones, milk pouring forth from her breast.
"Go in peace, my darlings, and may God accompany you."
The treatment of women and children under Islamic law is not merely unjust. It is monstrous, satanic. Any system that allows infants and minors to be traded, exploited, or violated cannot be described as divine. It reflects cruelty, not mercy. By every moral standard, this is inhumane, degrading, and evil.